Hello everybody and welcome to the barbecue shop here at Hayes Garden World. Today, once again, we are joined by Mr. Richard Holden.
Hello.
Top barbecue chef from the UK. Simple dish this time.
Really simple.
Hot smoked salmon.
Hot smoked salmon, salt and pepper.
On a Weber 57cm Mastertouch. So Richard, talk us through hot smoked salmon.
We've got half a side of salmon here, the skin's still on. We're just going to simply season this with some salt and pepper. So, using our grinder, if you go for a nice bit of height, you get a nice even distribution of the pepper over the salmon. Nice bit of good quality salmon. You don't really need to do too much to it. Maldon sea salt, just crush the flakes as you sprinkle those on. And then just to help everything stick, a little bit of our rapeseed oil. Now I know fish is one of your favourites, but I have been known to convert quite a few people to fish over the years with a little bit of hot smoked salmon. So just pat that on, and then sometimes people would put this straight onto the grill, but for me the rails on the grill are a little bit too far apart and the fish is too supple, so it will settle between. Yeah. And when you try and use your spatula to take it off, it can just get stuck in there. So what we've got underneath our plate here is we've got one of the grill baskets or the vegetable baskets. We're going to place that straight onto the grill basket, upside down, because when we take our fish slice or our spatula, we can get nice and level in from the sides. If we have it the other way up, we have to start digging down and under, and we can break that fish up. That is all the prep we need to do. This is still, the holes in the perforated tray are still going to allow the smoke to come through, so now we're ready to go to the barbecue. Okay, should we take it over to the barbecue? Yep, so this is going to get baked or roasted, so it's going to go on an indirect heat. In this one we've got fuel in the left, fuel in the right, and a complete empty section in the centre. So that's where our fish is going to go on the basket. And then if I use these tongs to just open up the hinged cooking grates. So I've got some wood chips here. We've let them had a good soak for about 20 minutes. So and that's just soaking in water, just soaking in water. So the time it took the chimney to start, the briquettes to light in the chimney, those are soaking and we're good to go. So if you want to take a handful, let the excess water drain off and then just place those in. And on a charcoal barbecue, these go straight onto the coals, don't they? They'll start smoking within about 15 seconds. 15 seconds. If you're on a gas barbecue, you'd use the smoker box. The smoker box takes about 15 minutes to start producing smoke, and it's important when smoking food to make sure that the barbecue is producing smoke before you put your food on. Food takes on smoke when it's raw. Once that outside surface has sealed, you're not really going to get any more smoke in there. You can see we're already producing smoke. Lid goes back down. A little simple point that I always like to make is that the vent goes over the area where the food is, and that way the banks of coals that are producing that smoke, the smoke comes evenly around that food before it escapes through the top. Vents open top and bottom. Airflow is required for coals to remain. We're going to give this how long? A piece this size, we're going to, let's say we'll check it after about 10 minutes. If these were individual portions, maybe 7 or 8 minutes, but a full half piece like that, let's check that in about 10 minutes and then we'll see if it's ready. So we'll come back then. So we're back with the hot smoked salmon. We'll have a check. You can use your temperature probe again for salmon. Tip of the probe for fish, turned it off. For fish, we're looking for around about 62. That's 64, so that's absolutely bang on. So you'll notice there's one fork on the table. Yeah. I know you don't like fish. Not a fish lover. So we'll bring this off. Lovely, beautiful, dark brown colour on there from the smoke. And if you put that on the table, nice few sides, good to go. So if we just flake that off the front, you can see how that is just perfectly cooked all the way through. I'm not sure if we can get a close-up on that one, but cooked all the way through. Got a nice dark coloration on the outside from the smoke. If you don't like it as smoky as that, you can either put less of the same wood chip on. We put pecan on that one, didn't we? It's quite strong. So you can put less of the same wood chip on, or top end of the spectrum in terms of lightness, you've got things like your apple and your cherry and your fruit woods. Bottom end of the spectrum, you've got things like your mesquite and your hickory. So if you want something darker or heavier or stronger, you can go down the spectrum or you can put more on. If you want it less intense, you can put less on or go up the spectrum to a fruitier, lighter wood. So nice little bit of hot smoked salmon there for people to try at home. I'll let you try that. You'll let me try that. So I'll let you do the details. So if you'd like to see any other recipes like this one, visit our website, haysgardenworld.co.uk. We're across all the social media platforms.
regular content, pop into the shop, see the team in there. I'm going to let you enjoy that one. Not a massive lover of fish, I am sorry. But we'll see you next time.